he knows jail now. Okay, Todd and Julie Chrisley sentenced to federal prison time in tax evasion. I don't know if you know who the Chrisleys are. The Chrisleys had a show on TBS or something, right? And I guess that's all part of the same Viacom, right? And they actually they had a reality show. They were trying to be the new Kardashians. Well, everyone was wondering, they have so much money. He's always in mansions. He's dressing to the T's, Gucci this, Gucci that. And guess what? It was all a fraud, okay? It was a tax fraud is what they got him for. But they lied. They lied to the banks, okay? So Todd and Julie Chrisley, the reality stars, because that's all they really were good at. They're going to spend, so the wife is going to do 7 years. And the father's going to do about 12 years in tax fraud, okay? And then you get 16 months probation afterwards. Julie, 7 years plus 16 months probation. Their sentencing was delayed, moving with their appearance in the Atlanta courtroom on Monday. And they got the years they were going for. Red, what's good, man? I see you. Ghetto Bandit Records, I see you. Okay, so basically, James, Kev, I see you all. So basically, they were borrowing money from banks against like properties they didn't own and stuff like that. They were painting. They said the statements affect falsely painting the Chrisleys as untruthful and likely to commit forms of fraud and evading tax payments alleged in the indictment. Not only did they steal the money from the bank, right? They didn't pay taxes on it. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. They said they were unlawfully seized documents by Georgia's Department of Revenue, initially suppressed in court. Finally they're going to try to appeal this, I assume. Julie participated in, they said Julie didn't participate in any of the specific alleged bank frauds. Think about this, okay? Todd Chrisley, he basically involved his wife in these frauds. Make sure you smash that like button. He said, I feel like my marriage for me personally, internally, is the strongest I've ever been. I feel like the first time in my life's marriage, the marriage is feeding part. This is what he said in one of his things. So let's see what the details and the charges were. They were crazy. Okay, so in June, the federal jury convicted the Chrisleys of conspiring to defraud Atlanta banks. The couple and their accountant, so their accountant also, were found guilty of tax fraud. Prosecutors said they defrauded banks out of more than $30 million of fraudulent loans. Wow. So they'll combine 19 years. Let me see, where's the details of this? Okay, here it is. In June, they commit fraud, defrauded banks out of $30 million in loans. The jury found that Todd and Julie Chrisley committed multiple fraud schemes for several years with their accountant, filed false corporate tax returns on their behalf. That's where you get it right there. If you're giving the bank tax returns. Now, I don't understand. I guess they had to go all the way with it and file these fraudulent forms with the government, because the bank pulls your actual tax forms from the government. I don't know if any of you ever had a house loan. You fill out this form and they have access to your actual taxes to make sure you have money. And then you got to sign all these documents saying that like it's all true. James, Ghetto, Joseph, DMET, I see you in the room. Hannick, Milligan, what's good? Let's see, bank fraud. Let's see, because there was a specific thing they did in it that was just nuts. They faked documents to banks and secured more than $30 million in fraudulent loans. Once the scheme fell apart, they walked away from their responsibility to repay the loans, while Todd, he declared bankruptcy. So this was really for, like, I remember, like, this part of it. They were borrowing money for like a real estate project that never happened. Okay. He just declared bankruptcy and kept the money. I mean, this is worse than the loans they were doing during the pandemic. Because at least with that, I mean, I'm surprised that, oh, Frank Sewell, he became a member again. I appreciate you, bro. They were initially indicted on August 19th, and new indictment was filed in February of this year. Their trial began weeks ago, and the jury on Tuesday found them guilty. We already know that. We already read that. False credit report as well, fake bank statements, and trying to rent a house in California. Wow. They said Julie Chrisley also submitted false credit report and fake bank statements when they were trying to rent a house in California. Wow, bro. Like, these were like ultimate scammers. Someone said feels like peak Atlanta with the scamming. That's a fact. They were allowed the Chrisleys to remain free on bond. See, here's the thing. That their son Grayson, they had a horrible week. Their son Grayson, the youngest one, got into a car accident last night and is hospitalized. So they can't even see their son. I don't know if, like, yeah, they were sentenced. I don't know if they, like, took them right there or they got to turn themselves in on a certain date. I don't know. Sometimes they'll let you out for a little bit to get your affairs in order before you go to jail. I remember Prodigy, when he had to get his affairs in order, he already knew how much time he was doing. He just had to turn himself in. He was able to buy himself some time because he had a good lawyer. I can't see the chat anymore. Yeah, I can't see it anymore for some reason. Oh, here it is. D-Day, Frank, Joseph. I appreciate that, Frank. Camo, D-Day. I'm helping my grandma. Oh, what's up, bro? Okay. Kev215, Camo, I'm staying out the way. I know most of you expect to hear from my podcast this week as I took time to be with family last week. Lindsay wrote on Instagram stories, the verdict is not what I had hoped for, and I'm deeply saddened for myself, my son, my family as a whole. Please pray for us during these difficult times. I know I'll be back when the time is right. Thank you for your continued support. Todd and Julie have 3 children. Chase, 26, Savannah, 24, Grayson, 16, Lindsay, 32, and her brother Kyle, 30. Todd's children from a previous marriage. Oh, that's a wrap for the Chrisleys. I always knew, if you watch that show, you knew this guy. They never showed him doing any business. All he was doing was, like, getting dressed to the T's, acting a little suspect. Big family guy, but he was entertaining. I ain't gonna lie, like, he was entertaining. I will watch some Chrisley Knows Best when it's on and it's for background. I don't think they're gonna be playing it anymore though, because, like, people are so woke now. They'll just shut it off because they were guilty of something. What's up, JTDC in here? Wishing you and yours a happy Thanksgiving. I'm wishing you to have one too, bro. True Big Cotton, I see you in the room. Midget Mike, what's good? Happy Monday. I appreciate you guys. He's that sassy guy, right? Yeah. Yeah, the guy that's like, yo, I smell right. I look good. I look good. I look fresh. That guy. Yo, True Big Cotton, they got a lot of time. Yeah, they got a lot. They got more time than some killers get, man. True Big Cotton, what's good? Chris B. Low Key, what's good? E-Class, I see you. Chris Ben, Carlos, Avedo, Acevedo. How will you do his Botox now? That's a good question, True. Yo, how's he gonna get? Yo, he's gonna. What is he gonna have? Gucci, a Gucci jail suit. He's gonna have the Balenciagas in jail like Meek Millie on the cell block, the only one with the Balenciagas. And wearing the Gucci cologne, he's going to find himself a real boyfriend inside of jail. Chrisley, he's going to be holding somebody's pockets, bro. He's going to be in there holding somebody's pockets. And he's going to... I mean, he's in the feds. I don't know how that works. But is he going to have to join, like, a gang now? So you have to get down with some type of gang in jail? Get some jail tats? You know you're gonna see him again when he comes out of jail. They're gonna like be like, oh, jail was hard. It's gonna be called like Chrisley redemption. His Botox is crazy. Lynn Davis, how much time do they get? 19 years combined. Chrisley got 12 years. She got 7 years, and then they have 16 months probation afterwards. These kids, their kids are gonna. They're probably gonna appeal this though. I bet you they get half the time once they appeal it. I don't know. It's hard with the feds, but it's possible. Say he even did 6 years. Kids will be like way older. You'll be doing somebody's laundry. He'll be doing more than that, my G. He'll be polishing some knobs. Chrisley's gonna be polishing some knobs. He's gonna be singing "Slop on my knob, the coon on the cob." She's just gonna become a homemaker in jail. She might become a full-blown, les. Who knows? It's gonna be crazy, man. Can you imagine Chrisley in jail? He's probably saying, "I'm too good. I'm too pretty for jail." You can't go to a bank. Martha Stewart's different. She was rich, bro. These people were poor. They bought the only money they had was the $30 million they stole from the bank. It's a bank robbery through fake paperwork. That's what it is. That's all they did. They did a fake bank robbery through paperwork. Bro, Joseph, I couldn't do a day in the feds, bro. I barely could do a day in a holding cell. I'm not saying I could do time in jail. I'm just saying I ain't out here committing crimes, Joseph. I ain't trying to go to jail. I know I can't do it. What do they say? Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. I can't do the time, my G. I can't do the time. So I don't think I could do a day. I'd be crying. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be crying like a baby. I'd be so scared. How about throw some friends under the bus? I don't think he had anybody to throw under the bus. They threw their accountant under the bus. That didn't work. Put the Kool-Aid on Chris. Chris be sharing all his commissary. New reality show from Chrisley Knows Prison. Yeah, that was good. We told that joke earlier, bro. But it's a good one. Snitching, JT? Me? No. If I was like with a crime or something, I wouldn't snitch on people. If you do crime with people, you shouldn't snitch on anyone. Like I don't believe in that, being a snitch. Like Tekashi's situation was always different to me because they kind of used him and implicated him in crimes that he technically, like, they were trying to make him feel cool when he was young, and they were like, yo, let's do these crimes. These guys were supposed to be a lot older than him and pointing in the right direction. It's not the same thing. He was trying to be a musician. But if you do crime with someone, like guys go rob a bank or something, and you snitch on the other person, that's just cowardly to me. Like when Alpo did his snitching, that was coward moves. I mean, no, he'll kill you. Alpo's no sucker, but I just thought it was just a coward's way out. It is, you're gonna live that way. What comes with it. Tekashi knew he had to do some time, and he did it, but these guys were just good. Do they both got jail time? Yeah, Len, they both got jail time. I was thinking the judge might be nice and be like, hey, one of you can do this many years and come home, and the other one can do this many years and come home, but they probably can't do it like that. Jersey said that's the rite of passage. Was robbing the bank and his contract? Yeah. He robbed the bank, bro, just with paperwork. Don't let the destroyer detract you from there. 48 million kangaroos in Australia. Stop. Feds 99%. Black Dark Smoke was good. I see you. I'm on my phone, so I'm trying to go through all I can't see them as like I can on my computer, but I can see most of them. Yeah, but Bobby Shmurda's the stand-up guy. We can criticize him all we want about him dancing and not putting out any good music, but there's one thing he is. He's a stand-up individual. Can't take that away from him. VA 757. His assets will be seized, of course. RV. The banks got those now. I wonder how they got away with having like houses and cars and everything they got for so many years, you know? You said it right. If you don't do the crime, you can't do the time. I literally watch your videos every day. King Steven, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate you watching. Loud and clear, I see you in the room. RV, KG, Midget Mike. I don't know. How come these millionaires don't have the best lawyers? I think they did. 30 million bucks is a lot, right, Len? It's crazy. Make sure you guys smash that like button too. That's very, 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 very important. Okay? I know you forget. I forget too. But, jeez, what is this guy doing on the bike near me? All right, I gotta get out of here, man. It's getting a little spooky around here. I appreciate y'all. Hold on, let me just pull up. I'm doing this in the car because I didn't want to wait till I got home. But I am in that weird part of town right now. I gotta get back to the crib. Back to the crib. I can't sing like Chris, man. But yeah, man. All right, Tyrone. Later, JT. I appreciate you, Frank Sewell. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, but I'm gonna put up another video when I get home. I'll be home in like an hour. You guys are awesome. Peace. Make sure you smash the like button on your way out. You guys are amazing. Love you all. I'll be back in about an hour. Peace. Loud and clear. Stay safe. Be dangerous. Gotta stay dangerous, right? E-class. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. King Steven, you too. Peace. Take care, everybody. Low.